that. Welcome back to the Game of Thrones. Last episode, we conquered a whole bunch of land in Essos, all the way from Braavos down into Tyros here, although it's not showing right now because they're all in wars. But we have a huge empire actually behind us now. Hundreds and hundreds of thousand men. I think actually more than the Iron Throne. It's kind of hard to tell because of the whole mega war situation that's happening. But once all these provinces have come back together, we'll be able to get some more accurate numbers, basically. But for now, what we need to do is get the whole realm set up ready for our son's takeover. You know, we're depressed, we're infirm. We don't really want to play as this character anymore. He's 46 and we can't do anything with him, unfortunately. So, we're waiting for Prince Sylas to become sort of the perfect character. Unfortunately, he got Craven, but besides that, he's really, really good. So, let's send him on a foreign tour, and hopefully he'll accept. He did, thank God for that. We'll send him on a foreign tour. Hopefully he'll come back, obviously a better man with some stat upgrades, maybe some trait differences, things like that. There are some bad outcomes this can give, but as he's a good character, I think we'll be fine. As he's an heir to a whole empire, you'd imagine he'd be pretty comfortable with coming home in one piece. And you know, depending on how well this goes, Prince Sylas could actually be potentially our final character. And you know, depending on how well this goes, Prince Sylas could actually be potentially our final character. Now, the one that finally unites the Iron Throne back under one king, the Iron King of House Hall. Now, a lot of you complaining because I keep giving away the trident. Understandable. The issue with it last time is that I had to. You know, I really didn't have a choice. We're in the middle of one of the biggest wars we've ever fought. We were against most of the free cities. If I'd have said no, we'd have had a vassal rebellion as well. We'd have very much been unthroned at that stage. We'd have been forced to abdicate, or worse, we'd have just lost the kingdom because it was, you know, trying to depose us. Chances are they've just taken the whole kingdom from us. This was preferable. However, we can actually start grabbing that back now. So we might as well do this actually while we're waiting for our son to get back off his foreign tour so we can play as him. Let's go ahead and start fabricating some trees in there. We should be okay, I think, to do this pretty easily. Yeah, 136% plot power. Let's go ahead and get our spy master over there as well, working on things. What about moving our capital just to Harrenhal? Like, instantly. It's got to be almost built at this stage, right? Foundation and walls are built. I wonder how much longer we've got. It seems like we've been building it for, well, what feels like this entire campaign. Obviously, we haven't, but it seems like it's been a very, very long time. We've got special actions possible. What is that? Oh, upgrade this random holding we've got in the middle of nowhere. You know what? I'm actually going to grant that to somebody just so we're not worrying about it too much. Let's search around my religion, my culture, ruler no, gender men, and let's find a decent steward. Here you go. You can have Crorian. Holy shit. Well, there we go. Iron King Odd has taken his last breath. At age 48, he died bedridden and infirm. A man famed throughout the world. Odd was a master of the dragon, riding it into battle. He would now be missed now that he is with the Drown God. That's the first character that's told us they're a dragon rider that's actually been a dragon rider. We have a new heir. Fridel plays Princess Rodera of the Iron Isles. Holy shit. Blessed with an abundance of friends, Sylas is likely to have a strong support for his rule. Long live Iron King Sylas II. Sylas II, really? Piggy the Dragon has fallen into a rage and established Laren Pike. We could try and tame Piggy the Dragon. I feel like that's not a bad idea. Piggy the Dragon. There's Steve. Piggy, can we... Where have you gone to? Oh, God, I really don't want someone else taming Piggy. I feel like we've got a bond with this dragon now. Sure, we'll go hunting. Why can't we, Is there not an option? I think we have to face the dragon, don't we? I think that's it. There we go, face the dragon. We are not already the owner of the dragon ship. We actually can't do it because we are an owner, and we're on tour as well, so there's two reasons we can't do it. I think Iron King Odd definitely deserves to be honored with a funeral, and we will invite all the vassals of the realm, the lords and the ladies. Everyone, please come and see my father's rotted, putrid corpse. What's left of it, anyway. He's been infirm for quite some time. Alright. Let's go ahead and make that crown focus. We'll take a look at, what else can we do here? Colonize Arnoy, colonize the Howling Bogs. Is that how you're going to sell this to me? I'm probably going to say no to that one. That's a no from me. Alright, let's go ahead and make a spy master, court physician, and priest. What's our priest like? Because we definitely need to be proselytizing everywhere as soon as possible, preferably Harrenhal. Mainly Harrenhal. We're a good character. Where do we want to start, though? We are Craven. The best way to get rid of that is the hunting focus, so let's start with that. Now, we definitely want to get married as well. Now, if we do this before we get too far into our venture, we'll also cancel out the unfortunate side effects of keep arranging marriages between people we don't really want to marry. So, prodigy. I'm clearly no prodigy for trying to work out how to spell it for so long. Right, women. And we probably want to find unmarried, not rulers, I guess. That might cause some issues when we want to declare wars. I'd rather just go with no ruler, you know, it makes it easier to manage certain things. Diplo range, preferably. Let's take a look what we've got then. A White Walker. Should we marry a White Walker? Would you even let us marry her? Range marriage? No. I assume White Walkers are unmarriable. That makes sense. Have a nice day. Right. Who have we got then? 64. Preferably, how old are we? Someone around our age. 22. Okay, fair enough. We've got somebody who is calm voice, prodigy. That's our sister. Maybe ignore that one. She's also our sister. Let's ignore that one as well. This character's pretty good. She's gluttonous, which is the only downside, but she does have really good all-round stats besides that. Yeah, decent diplomacy as well. I might go with you, if you will allow it. Yes, of course you will, because we are an emperor of most of the known world at this point. We do have the reach. If you missed last episode, we do have the reach, but unfortunately it is in the middle of a war. Same with the Vale, same with Bravos. So we would normally have all of this. Ideally, we want to snatch up Mir next, don't we? I don't think we actually have Mir. So that might be the next one on our list. Let's finish off this funeral. It was good while it lasted. I have to come home and assume my duty. And we do get the trait has been on foreign tour for that and 150 prestige. So it was just like a tour but with no events, basically. We just skipped the large portion of the tour there. So that's probably for the best, to be honest with you. Designated region will make it the Lord and Master of Tyrosh there. Now, who dislikes us? We've actually only got one vassal that dislikes us, and that guy is a master. As in a sort of mayor of a city, so we don't really care that much. Let's spend some gold on bribing some vassals. As and where we can. Lady of Pentos probably wants a lot of gold. She does, but it's probably worth it, seeing as she's one of our major vassals there. What society do we want to join? Now, seeing as we're only one dragon away from bringing back magic, I think Alchemist Guild, as per usual. We definitely didn't want to become immortal with our last character, seeing as, unless we found a way to cure infirm, we'd have been stuck as an immortal, crippled man. Which is definitely not what I'm looking for. Speaking of not what I'm looking for, do you want to hire some minstrels? Specifically, a minstrel, singing the castle. He flourished a bow, and with one long sad tone from his lute, finished his song and asked me for my patronage. It would be pretty hypocritical of me to not do this, so I'm going to absolutely go forward with that. You're welcome. It was worth the coin. Everybody seemed to like it. The banners of House Hall was placed. Awesome. Beanie asks, how best can I serve the God of Kraken Faith? Be just to all of its children, I feel that seems like the most reasonable response there, the most measured, down-to-earth response. The funeral. It has been a day since King Odd passed away. The strongest rivers of kin and dead gather in the keep. And so it is done. He died bedridden and infirm at the age of 48. He was a man, you're not wrong with that, who was known to be most courageous, as well as being most fair to look upon. Iron King Odd was merely a competent swordsman, and not a warrior songs have written of. Can we leave that bit out of the funeral? It seems a bit rude. Odd wielded a Valyrian steel blade, greatly aiding his ability to protect himself. He wielded the Valyrian steel axe Crab's Pincer, ancestral weapon of House Celtigar. He wielded the Valyrian steel sword Vigilance, the ancestral blade of House Hightower, and was famously known to be a dragon rider. Again, that one's the only character that's true for. Prince Sylas. I'd like to give you a better name, because Sylas doesn't strike me as a particularly sort of, a particularly good name. Now, as always, we're going to give this man a haircut, because I don't particularly like his haircut as it is. You know what, that's not bad. Oh, let's go with that. That looks much more kingly. Infinitely better. 10 out of 10. Right, and let's go and have a son, I guess, to carry on our family line. We have no children yet, thank God. No bastards or anything like that to worry about. And let's go ahead and sort out minor titles while we've not got to worry about too much happening. Just before we unpause it and let the chaos unfold. Right, let's go with you. Court tutor can be pretty much anyone. I don't really mind. Actually, you know what? Let's sort out court educators properly this time. So, someone with preferably a high learning. I'm going to assume the maester is probably the best idea for this one. Yeah, good. That's everyone. Right. And the council, what are they like with us right now? Obviously, they're going to be discontent for a while. Look at that. Majority loyalists is actually very, very good to see. We could sort out some forms of slavery here. Even just realm authority to some extent. That would give us an increase in vassal limit. But it would... Actually, it would give us an increase of opinion while we'd lose some levy size, but most of our levy size is coming from our domain anyway. And the thing is, when we go into mega wars, they become separate entities as it is. I really see no downside to actually lowering, if we need to, the realm authority here. Not that we're going to. We'll wait for that, obviously. We could abolish the council as well, but we'll wait for that, because obviously it will annoy a lot of people if we do that, and we really want the realm to sort of settle a little bit. Right. Back to getting rid of our good friend Garibold, the breaker of something. The breaker of Bra. Could be true. I'm not sure. Have to ask his wife. Let's get everyone else involved. Who can we bribe here? My liege, I believe that one of your vassals can be discouraged. Yeah, of course. Ask politely. I feel like that's the method we're going to go for. We're going to be a great guy this time. We're going to be the nicest and most straightforward. This guy actually was fine with us asking politely. 7% is definitely worth bribing, and obviously they are vassals that we can bribe for an opinion boost, so we're definitely going to do that for both reasons. Even if we weren't doing a plot anyway, chances are I'd bribe them, so pretty good. Now, let's take a look at that Alchemist Guild. What do we need for that? Is it going to be the same thing again? Scholarship focus into Scholar? Unfortunately, yes. I feel like I've done it 1,000 times at this stage. Now, let's take a look at Mayor. How many men have you got? 27,000 men. I feel like that's a good natural border, sort of this side of the river. We could take Lys, we could take the Valasar, and then everything on the other side of that river we're not particularly interested in. I probably won't take Lorath either because it stretches out quite far. Yeah, I think that's a good geographical border, let's put it that way. So let's go ahead and 27,000 men versus our 230,000 men. How strong is our dragon, though? He is 11. Or Steve, I'm going to assume it's a he, then. He's 11. He's only got Martial 7, though, because he's nimble, which makes him better in dragon-to-dragon combat, but unfortunately makes him worse in sieges, that type of thing, because he is just a smaller dragon by comparison. So we've got to wait 3 more years before we can do anything with that. Not too bad, though. Lord Reaver, Baron Horn, now rides Piggy into battle. Well, at least Piggy has stayed in the house, so that's fine. Does the room... Does the world have enough room? Does the room have enough world for another Dragon Rider? I'm not sure, but that's pretty good. I'm glad it stayed in House Hall anyway. Especially as this guy being our, our relative, things like that. He might not be too bad. What does he dislike about us here? Title claimant, because of course he's House Hall. He has claims on Volmark and the Iron Isles there. Do you want to give him a gift? We've got some gemstones. Gemstones for you, my friend. You are welcome. Can we do anything else? Maybe make him our champion, of course. What have you actually got? You've got the Sea Stone Isles and the Duchy to go along with it. The problem with landing our houses, we're going to have problems like these. That's alright. Let's not worry about it for now. Piggy is obviously the strongest dragon, so if we got into a duel with that guy, chances are Piggy would wipe out Steve or whatever. But, I don't think that's going to happen. Let's pray that doesn't happen anyway, because we definitely wouldn't win that duel right now. Especially as we are ourselves craven. Oh, shit. Travelers bring rumor of fire and blood from Pike. They say that Rhaenyra Whore is their master. She got the other dragon egg from Piggy. She must have inherited it because this guy possibly already had one. Possibly because he had a dragon, the game skipped this character and instead gave it to her. Holy shit. Well, that's 3 dragons hatched. Does that mean that magic has returned? Maybe it takes a while to tick after that, but we can check. Obsidian candle? Excuse me? Excuse me? Obsidian candle? Anybody? The foe hammer? Obsidian axe? I know one of you guys have got an obsidian candle somewhere. Oh, it's called a black candle, isn't it? Right. My mistake. Black candle. There we are. Right. Okay, let's take a look. Glass candle. That's what I'm thinking of. The power of magic is not yet faded. It's unticked. Why don't we give it a while? A month or 2. And then I'll take a look in the files, sort of see what else we're missing. Apparently that should be it. And from what I've seen, that's it. And from what I've seen in comments, that's it. So I guess we've just got to wait now and bide our time. A member of the Great Trade League approaches and tells you he's ready to buy a specific merchandise box of jewellery. You're more than welcome, because we are going to join the... although we could join the league for a bit, I guess. Probably couldn't hurt. Right. What else can we do here? Hold a feast. We definitely don't want to do that. Let's get rid of that. Go on a reaving and let the council mess everything up. Absolutely not. That's the only reason I'm not reaving anymore, is because we've got the ram in a nice place, especially with all these loyalists as well. A lot of them being dukes. I don't really want to risk it by going raiding and having the council and the regency mess things up for us. 158% plot power for his, for a chance at his, fabricating evidence against him. I wonder if we could bribe some other vassals here. So, the only reason he won't is because he doesn't like me and we actually can't bribe him anymore. Oh, we could bribe him, but probably not enough. What if we sent him a sword or something like an artifact? And this guy is actually the Lord Parent of Dawn, right? He is. So it wouldn't hurt to also, keep him our friend. Let's give him Measure of Days. What is that? Learning? That's actually a stat boost. We want to give him that. That'll do. Lives of the High Septons. 15 opinion. There you go. You're more than welcome. Is he likely to join the plot now? Possibly. No. He's like quite a moral character, I guess. Yeah, Gregarious Honourable. That'll be it. He's an honourable young man. Bit of a shame there. He's a knight, so probably not as well. Again, just gregarious, diligent. Got pretty unlucky here. We've got another 3% there. It's a shame the Curse of Harrenhal hasn't just taken him out for us. So having a look, there are actually a lot of characters with these glass candles, and I think we really need to grab one for ourselves, because it will obviously, you know, help us measure when magic comes back to the world. But not only that, it will give us the opportunity to get the bonuses from it when it actually does. Plus, it's like a nice trinket, right? You know, it's going to mark in the return of magic and the rise of the 3 dragons of House Hoare and things like that. So let's go ahead and see if we can find somebody who is worth raiding for a start. So this guy is not very coastal, let's be honest. Who else have we got? Lord Paramount of the Vale, really? Now, he's technically not a vassal right now. We could just steal the artifact then. I didn't realize it was so close to Essos. Or Westeros, I should say. Glass candles, steal. Alright then, let's do it. Who are we going to take with us? So we've got Lord Reaver Baron of the Seastone Islands, our fellow Dragon Rider, 28 Marshal. That'd be very, very useful. 24 Stewardship. Oh, sorry, 24 Intrigue there, 14 Stewardship. Or we've got 14 Diplomacy. I'm going to say the fellow Dragon Rider is probably the most appropriate. We could do a sort of grab and dash style drive-by glass candle robbery. You've arrived at Sir Othor II's Vale's capital. It's heavily guarded. There's a group of guards at the back door and a servant's entrance at the back. Force my way inside. 88% chance of success. Really, with 2 dragons that we will succeed. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you. There are 2 guards in front of us. I think we'll be fine. 83% chance of success. Oh my god, we weren't fine? Did we leave the dragons at home? Piggy and Steve or whatever really didn't help us very much in that raid. You weren't as crafty as you thought. No, evidently not. Fight my way out. 47% chance of successfully escaping, 23% chance of getting maimed, severely injured, 30% chance of being imprisoned. Let's avoid that one. That one's got the highest chance of success by the looks of it. Out of the window? Really? Can we not fly away? Let's go for hopefully some money will sway their minds. Okay, we weren't imprisoned, so that was pretty much the best outcome we could have hoped for on that side. Please not depressed. Okay, thank God. Well, that's a shame. We're just going to have to go steal one the old-fashioned way then. Who else is... Oh, the King of Meereen. He's on the coast. Yeah, he actually is. Not there's much left of Meereen at this point. Alright then. I guess that's where we're invading. Let's go get ourselves a glass candle. Right. Squad up, boys. Have we got enough boats this time? No, not at all. Even with that 25% extra galleys we got at the end of last episode, we still don't have enough boats. Like, not even nearly enough boats. Let's go ahead and move the fleet's rally point to Pike. I know that'll get on my nerves later on, but it's fine for now. Alright, let's move you guys over there. We'll put the troops down for now because they're just going to die to attrition otherwise. Is that the size of our retinue? Can we not get that any larger? No. Oh, we had a son already. Newt Hoare. Well, that was quick. And he's, funnily enough, a prodigy. Well, that's a really, really great start. Holy shit, you two work fast. Newt is terrible. Now, why don't we call him Newt? Because A, a newt is a type of lizard, similar to a dragon. And B, it's kind of his name already. Newt Hoare. Perfect. We had a son. Now, can we have 4 more and I'll just pick the best one? By which I mean... definitely not kill off the other ones. Right, let's raise our troops then. And go ahead and head over to Meereen when the game decides to wake up. Thank you very much. Alright. Oh, that's really not as many men as I was hoping for, actually. We don't really need this many boats then in hindsight, do we? Let's go ahead and split that in half. What can we do with this? Well, that's a bit annoying. We could split it in half again. Disband this half. Merge those ones. Put those guys on the boats. You know what? That's not a bad cost versus sort of boats upkeep. What is the Iron Shields? What is the Iron Shield? Kingdom of the Iron Shields. I've never seen this before. That to me sounds like it might be a mercenary band or something that's disbanded. Lordship of Tolos. No, Kingdom of the Iron Shields. Titular Toe. Well, maybe it is just a random titular kingdom I've not seen before. Very weird. Okay. It's quite fun playing around this area, playing as like the remnants of Valyria. And they actually released, not so long ago now, quite an old bookmark when Valyria was still, you know, strong. And before the sort of Sundering. I think the Sundering is what it's called anyway. Might be thinking of the Heart of Lorcan, though. A member of the Great... Yeah. Gladly. Of course. We'll join those after we're immortal. How about that? Then we can stay with them forever as well. Sell my retainers. Did I want myself as raiders? Oh, thank God. I do fall into that trap a lot. In fact, I think I've fallen into that trap a lot, but I rarely actually do. Do nothing for now. Let's just siege it down. Come on, glass candle. Send them to my dungeon. I shall make it mine. Oh. Origins of the Iron Bank of Bravos. You having a laugh? Well, at least we got Valyrian steel. Let's go ahead and steal the Morning Mace. Jade? Excuse me? Did we get 2? Passion? We got Jade and Passion rather than just the Morning Mace? Hang on. What have we got there? Kagos Folly, Poison. Jade, the Shatterer, Morning Mace, Crab's Pincer, Passion, Vigilance, Finger Eater. We've got so much Valyrian Steel at this stage. Holy shit. Let's go ahead and equip our best items, obviously. The Driftwood Crown, or the Crown of the River Kings, I prefer. It looks much, much nicer. That was a Greyjoy crown. We've discussed this before. We don't want that. Let's go ahead and equip this. What Valyrian sword do we want? Vigilance, Finger Eater. I feel like Finger Eater is the most appropriate for an Ironborn Raider. Let's get a Collar Pearl. Oh, we've already got the Collar of Pearls. Lord Paramount Grim. I don't even know who Lord Timor is. I'm going to be honest with you. Lord Faster of Case. We stole someone's boat. Well, we've got a pretty decent flag. Oh, Kago's Folly. It's got to be Kago's Folly, hasn't it? Nice. Okay. No glass candle there. We can try it a couple more times, but we're not going to get anything from the sub-holdings, unfortunately. Right. Okay, where's next? Dono? Lord Carl of Dono? Oh, he's right there. Where do we raid for a Dothraki? Is it his capital? Like here, I would assume? No, where is his capital? Leading troop. Does he even have a capital? I really have no idea how nomads work. I'm going to be honest with you right now. Well, clearly these nomads have a capital. Dono? Oh, he's got land everywhere. Holy shit. Dono. There we are. Right, got it. Veas Zikat. And this is the man with the candle. Yeah, and he's got... Whoa, he's got loads of cool stuff. Dragonbone Bow? Oh my god, we've got such a low chance of actually getting the glass candle from them. We might as well try it. Alright, the Dragon Rider's going off raiding, so we can't rely on him for leading armies anymore. Although that would be a good idea, Brain. Let's go ahead and swap out this commander with 8 Marshal for... Oh, the Dragon Rider doesn't want to be a Marshal? That's very, very rude of him. I suppose we'd have to wait for him to get back, maybe because he's out traveling, he can't accept it. I'm not entirely sure the rules about that. Alright, Carl Dono, I'm here for your candle, old man. I won't take no for an answer. See what we can get. I accept your offer. Do we want to give him Valyrian Steel? Absolutely not. And we gain 100 prestige for saying no, which I think is pretty unfair on that guy, to be honest with you. Hang on. Holding level of 10 or above? Holy shit, look at these things they can build. That's awesome. Veas Dothrak Palace. Wow, okay, fair enough. I was going to say, considering this guy's just some tents in the fields, he's got a lot of fortifications there. It's going to take me a while to set this up then. Deploy Dragon in the siege? Never mind, I've changed my mind. Dracarys? Burn that down. Doesn't Dracarys mean flame in Valyrian or something like that? Maybe even fire, I'm not sure. I owe him nothing. I agree. We can always check out Old Volantis, or what's left of the sort of fractured areas of Volantis. I'm sure they've got some magical artifacts here, given the size of the place. Passion, what have you guys got? Anything good? Celestial Necklace would be much better than, obviously, our Collar of Pearls, or whatever it's called. Now, who else have we got, then? Port Yos. Now, that sounds like it's on the coast. I'm no expert. Oh, that man's dead. So, who took over from him? Well, let's refresh our list, then. Right, who have we got, then? We've got King of Marine, obviously. Port Yosh. There we are. That is deceptively named. Genuinely? Oh, right. Okay, that's where he is. That's not where his province is. Right. So head to Karth after this, see if we can't grab up this glass candle for the measure of magic. It's going to be very, very cool if we grab it from here so I can just go home. Oh, God, the troops. The attrition. It's lethal. That might help a little bit, but it won't help out that much. Holy shit, we've lost almost everybody. Making a circle around tents in a Dothraki camp, we've lost 40,000 men. That's absolutely ridiculous. Oh no, my sister? She was a Dush Kaleen. And a drunkard. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, no funeral for you, I'm afraid. We can't afford it. The coffers, they run dry. She was killed by the dragon Treacherous. Oh, you idiot. She hatched it, but she tried to tame it and failed. Just a small private funeral. Something must be done about it. Caused the dragon Treacherous to fly into a rage and establish a lair in Pike. Travelers bring rumors of fire and blood. They say that Treacherous has escaped the dungeons of Rhaenyra Whore and built a lair in Pike. That sentence made no sense in my mind. What have you done, Rhaenyra Whore? I frequently refer to my siblings by their full name. Well. Oh, we can buy 1,000 Unsullied for 750 gold. Sold. Pleasure doing business. Do we want to hunt down this man and steal his fancy sword? Master Fono is not in the best condition to fight, and so you take heart. Duelist _to his illness. One mistake is all he'll get. Strike. Die. What do we get this time? Victory is mine, of course. We got the Glory of Volantis, which is not a candle, but we did steal Kago's Folly. Hey, that's a good sword from what I've heard. It's just a glitch. Let's not worry about that. Good news. 2 intrigue. Thank you very much. And let's go ahead and sort out our council. Oh, what a mess. I'd rather get it to king on my council before just some random duke there. We'll send him a gift. Well, we'll sort of bribe everybody we can here. Alright. To Karth, then. I think I said Tyrosh before, but I definitely meant Karth. You may buy my spices. That way I can have more funerals for these random family members I really don't care anything about. Now, does anyone else in Karth have anything worth stealing while we're over here? It's rare that we're over here. Shade of Evening, obviously, would be incredible. Warlock Scrolls of the Old Waste Road. Oh, I remember what those are. Those are like when we were clearing out Oddstones and we got scrolls about the Drowned God. I remember. Okay, cool. We should definitely do something like that. Okay, Port Yosh. Go ahead and siege us down. Oh, why aren't we leading troops anymore? Maybe our own personal retinue got, you know, killed by attrition or something like that. Oh, God, this place is fortified. Right, Dragon. Careful. 5% chance of Steve or whatever getting maimed. Steve. He's able to continue fighting. Steve, you legend. Well, he's wounded, so we need to really stop there, unfortunately. We definitely can't push him to do any more than that. Can we, though? Yeah, we can. Of course we can. Lord Lima, Emeros of Port Yosh, tried to slay your dragon and failed. He was burned badly. Oh, shit, he does look like he was burned badly, too. I really like the Game of Thrones mod amount of polish that they've done for things like that. Even making these, like, traits to show their burn and things like that is just awesome. It's like a really nice little feature. I feel that polish is so much more important than trying to get as many features into something as possible. I owe him nothing. Not today. Do you want... Oh, shit. 40% chance of success. Oh, this is risky. Let's do it. Could have been worse. I agree. It could have been much, much worse, but we're actually fine. We're taking a lot of attrition here. Let's use the dragon. Finish it off. Come on, I believe in you. No maimed today. What do we get? We stole, Oh, Lady Oda Jaen was what we actually got. I thought that was the name of the ruler of the province. I shall make it mine. He'll need more than a fancy sword. Well, mistake is all he'll get. This guy didn't have heart disease _2. It's all over now. Okay, this guy's actually strong. What's his, 55? He's mute. Oh, he's like ill in pain. Shit, okay. Oh, we're at 105. Yeah, no, you're right. I think we'll be fine. Strike. This has got to be it. Die. He's done for. Free prestige, and I'll take your sword as well. Thank you very much. Do you want Assault Wife? If they're pretty good, we might. And none of them are, so I guess not. What did we get then? We pick up Kago's Folly? I feel like that needs to be fixed. We've left that guy a nice reminder of us coming for his glass candle. What else have we got there then? Valansar, where is that one? That is here, I would assume. Yeah, okay. Not very useful for us. Narth is actually an island. We could definitely take that out. Now, Narth is a weird province. There is a disease there called the butterfly sickness or something like that, which gives you like -6 health. It's lethal to anybody that's not from Narth. Is it worth the risk? They are pacifists, though, so you'd imagine they wouldn't have many troops to fend us off. They actually have a shit ton of troops. So much for pacifism. Obviously ceremonial troops or something like that. Either way, we need to siege us down as quickly as possible with the dragon, unfortunately. As much as I don't want to do that, let's get it done before we get butterfly sickness. What quality of education would you like to purchase for your courtier, Joseph? Joseph? With a... Doesn't make much sense. Very essentials. Sorry, Joseph, I don't care about you or the way you spell your name. I apologize if there's anybody watching this called Joseph. I must admit, it's not a name I've heard before, but, you know, if that's how you spell it, I fully... You know what? Actually, good for you for being unique. I appreciate there being some difference. That's my line. I'm sticking to it. Alright, do you want to charge with the local Master at Arms? With his poxy 10 martial and 20 personal combat charge. This man, we're going to kill him dead. We're going to annihilate him. You poor man. We just looked at him and he dropped down dead. Who are they? Narth Fleet? Okay, that was unexpected. Deploy the dragon. Dracarys. Oh, was that against me? Oh god, Liberation in the Westlands. Sorry, I'm gonna have to go for a second. 20,000 men. Oh god, that's actually quite a lot. We've got 250,000. Actually, we've got quite a lot nearby. Okay, you know what? Troops, just go ahead and merge up. While you guys are doing that... Oh, shit. See, we're getting ill. Cramps. This could be the very start of it. Where's my wife? Oh, she's leading troops as well. Fair enough. Okay, you know what? Good for her. It's 86-32. It's about time women started leading troops. Okay, let's go ahead and finish off this siege. Now, we can't start it down because it is still fort level of 11. Hilarious. Good joke. Gotta stick with the dragon. Please don't maim my Steve. Oh, beautiful Steve. What have we got right now? Still just cramps. We could have the butterfly fever, though. Somebody got maimed. Oh, shit, we got butterfly fever. Oh, God, that's really bad. Whilst in Narth, you've caught the butterfly fever. You're starting to experience high fevers, painful spasms that seem to make you dancing wildly and uncontrollably. You've been told that you may sweat blood and your flesh slough from your bones. The disease stems from the native butterflies of Narth, and while the Narthi themselves are immune to the sickness, all outsiders shall long fall prey to it. Ah, this is unbearable. Health -6. Oh, God. As long as you know what you're doing, I feel better. Okay, well, we should be okay then. That's really, really bad. Get me out of there. We should have probably stopped looting troops at some stage. Well, we stole their glorious monument. We died. And that was the story of King Sylas II. All hail King Newt of the Iron Isles. Wow. That was an impressive character. That goes to show that if your ambition is too high, you're going to pay for it. Steve or whatever has flown to a rage and established a lair on Pike. So much for that dragon pit, retaining the dragons, eh? Thank you for watching. Oh, the music couldn't be any more suitable right now. Next episode, I guess I'll try and get things back together. I don't really know what to do here. Call for dragon riders? No, no, no. We want to tame this dragon ourselves, but I'm worried that someone else will get to it before us. Saying that, we've got 2 dragons available to tame. We've got Steve or whatever, and this currently unnamed dragon, which you guys are obviously going to leave comments for and name it. I don't even need to say that. I just think it'll happen. Wow. I'm a little bit lost for words. Thank you for watching.